Well, we are collecting ballot petition signatures, just in case things don't go quite right. And we're also looking for challengers for 39 state rep and state senate districts. Now, the state senate has 36 seats, and I believe the House is something like 156 or 8. And that's a big chunk. I know 2 of those seats are the state senate. Thankfully, yesterday, somebody stepped up to challenge Don Williams as an unaffiliated. So I actually called him and left a message and said, I want to work with you to petition. So basically what we're going to do in the Libertarian Party, we created a framework because we noticed that a lot of people were kind of being excluded to an extent. So what we wanted to do is say, hey, independents, you're the majority. Democrats and Republicans, we'll let you help us. So these new committees that we formed will basically allow everybody to vet candidates, choose their own leadership, and appoint a secretary. And all we pretty much ask is, if you want to run them as unaffiliated, go ahead and circulate the petitions. It'll only take you a weekend to get on the ballot.
Now tell us exactly what is involved, how many petition signatures, and how do they go about submitting those?
Well, what you have to do first is, if you want to run as a petitioning candidate, you have to write a letter to the Secretary of State and basically say, I give permission to be on the ballot, and you also have to submit the application. The Secretary of State will then send you a petition. Just if I can give people an example right here. This is really important. You do not want to make a mistake with this. They'll send you a form that looks like this. It's double-sided. And on the back is validation. Now, each town, you can only collect signatures for one town on one page. Now, the important thing with petitioning to bear in mind is you want to go to a place with a lot of foot traffic, but not too much. And you basically just want to, ask people a basic question like, are you a registered voter in Connecticut? If no, thank you for your time. If yes, can you help me out for a minute? I mean, who doesn't want to help out, right? And so once you do that, basically say, you give me a signature, print a name, date of birth, and street address. It won't take you a second. And if they basically have any objection, you say, look, you just means you believe in free and open elections. You want another choice in the ballot.
So the last question I have is, you don't have to be a member of a registered party to run for these offices. You can run as unaffiliated if you get the required number of petition signatures.
Yes, you can. And the beauty of it is it's the same required amount. And, that applies to every party, and they go by 1% of all the votes cast in the last election. Say, 300 people cast votes in the last election, you'd need 3 signatures. And, the beauty of state rep and state senate is, it's generally 300 to 400 signatures, collect double. Because validation rates in Connecticut are horrible. Photocopy everything. I learned this the hard way last time. And submit it directly to the registrars. That way, you have records of what was, counted, what was cast. And, if a legal challenge comes up, you can say, hey, look, I had this signature and this was valid. And the other thing you can do is the Secretary of State will provide you a list of registered voters if you pay several $100. But you can only use this list just to validate signatures, just to check. It can't be used for fundraising purposes or anything like that.
So if there's people out there watching this video in Connecticut, and they're tired with the Democrats ruining the state of Connecticut, who are up in Hartford right now, and they really don't want to join a party, or they want just a substitute, none of the above, get involved, get on the ballot, and offer the citizens a chance to make that choice. Is that correct?
That's correct. I mean, what we're trying to do here is basically make sure that government is run by average people who understand what's going on. And the problem is you've got people that are just not challenged until the last minute. So, I mean, we can say, yeah, we're taking back our government, and it's great we got congressional challengers. But if we don't fill those 39 races, I mean, you're not going to give those 39 people any inclination whatsoever to do anything different.
And when people ask me, who is this very intelligent man that I'm interviewing, whom should I say he is?
You should say Dan Reale, candidate for Congress, defender of the Constitution. Go to RealDealForCongress.com to learn more.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.